Yo, what's going on, Commanders fans? Obviously, the news that not a lot of us wanted to hear, but it was broken early around 11 a.m. The Commanders are set to hire Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. I'm pretty sure Adam Schefter reported it first. Let me read this tweet off of Ian Rappaport, though. Sources: the Commanders have found their new coach, as owner Josh Harris is set to hire Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn as their next head coach. Quinn gets his second NFL head coaching gig, but not with the Seahawks as many expected. He lands in Washington. So, I'm going to be honest. I'm not excited about this move. Most Commanders fans are excited about this news. Actually, a lot of there's actually some Commanders fans out there, a good amount actually, that are happy with this move, are happy with Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, I will say, I'm not excited. This isn't a flashy move, but he's not a bad coach. All right, I've been seeing people say he's Ron Rivera 2.0. He's gonna be just like Ron Rivera. Now, I just get too much Ron Rivera, in my opinion. I just get too much Ron Rivera when I see Dan Quinn's tenure as head coach. I mean, with the Falcons, he won 43 and 42. He made the Super Bowl. Well, he led the Falcons to the Super Bowl back in 2016. They gave up that 28-3 lead to the Patriots. That was pretty bad. The following year, they made the playoffs, but in 2018, they went 7-9, as well as 2019, and then they start off the year 0-5 in 2020, and then they fired him, and Raheem Morris was the interim head coach for the remainder of the season. So Dan Quinn, like I said, he isn't a bad coach. He wasn't my first option. Obviously, my top three options were Ben Johnson at number one, Mike McDonald two, and then Bobby Sloak three. We lost our chances at all three of those guys in the past 48 hours, which absolutely sucks. So Dan Quinn, some positives about him. He knows how to build a staff. Let me get to that real quick. Some guys, and obviously hiring offensive coordinator is going to be huge for Dan Quinn. He needs to nail the offensive coordinator hire. And one of those guys one guy we could hire at offensive coordinator who is probably the leading candidate for us so far is Clint Kubiak, the 49ers pass game coordinator. Obviously, Brock Purdy, he had over 4,200 passing yards this past season. Say what you want to say about him. He's a game manager or whatever. But he was really good this past season, and Kubiak played a huge part into that. He played a huge part into that. So I definitely would not mind him as my offensive coordinator at all. Actually be pretty happy. And then as for defensive coordinator, Quinn will probably be handling the defensive play calling responsibilities early on. He might go to someone else later on, but he's probably going to handle them early on. But our defensive coordinator could be the Cowboys DB's coach, Al Harris. Obviously, they got Trayvon Diggs on that defense, on our secondary, Deron Bland, Stephon Gilmore, Jordan Lewis. So they got some good DBs, and their secondary wasn't bad this past season at all. Sorry. Obviously, Trayvon Diggs, he wasn't great in his rookie season. He got beat a lot of times. He gave up a lot of yards. But in his second season, he had over 11 interceptions, I'm pretty sure, 10 or 11. He balled out, and in 2022, he was good. And then I'm pretty sure he got injured. Yeah, he did get injured early on in the season. Actually, week one, I'm pretty sure, this past season, this 2023 season. So, obviously, Deron Bland, he led the league in pick sixes. Stephon Gilmore, he's not great. He wasn't bad this past season, though. So, Al Harris as the defensive coordinator, I wouldn't mind him at all. There is another guy, I forgot his name. I might leave his name in the comment section or my community post, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, those are really our main two options at offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. So Dan Quinn, I believe he's not as bad as Ron Rivera. I wouldn't say that. He gives me some PTSD. I mean, there's some PTSD in my opinion, but he isn't as bad as Ron Rivera in my opinion at all. I know a lot of fans are saying it, but I just don't think he is as bad as Ron Rivera. He's gonna build a good staff. And I mean, I'm just happy we got it done. I'm just happy we announced it. It's all done. Now we can focus on the more important things. I mean, the Senior Bowl is going on right now, and I haven't been able to talk about that at all. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about some players who have been performing very well so far. And I'm going to do a post Senior Bowl mock draft in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. But we can get to the more important things. I mean, Adam Peters is already at the Senior Bowl. Obviously, we got the Combine coming up, free agency, and then the draft. So I want to talk about that. So I am happy this got done. Like I said, Quinn was not my favorite option, but it's gonna take a minute to digest this hire, but I eventually will. So with other Commanders fans, most likely. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Leave your comments down below. Leave your thoughts and opinions on this hire by Josh Harris and Adam Peters. Leave a like down below. Subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm on the 3K subs. If you could hit that sub button, I'd really appreciate it. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.